What up, IG? Good morning, good morning, good morning. It's coffee time with the one and only Coach Jah in the building. Listen, man, how y'all doing today? I hope everybody's having an amazing day. Um, and if you're not, I want you to find a way to make this day amazing. You need to start that right now. Just start working on it now. Get right to it. Get right to it. Because that is my plan to make today amazing. I got a lot of stuff going on. Um, I don't know how many of you were on last night. But the live last night was live. It was absolutely that. We was on with Emmanuel Lewis and doing he played the songs we were working on. And man, shout out to my man Mark. Shout out to Miss Nikki Songbird. Man, oh my gosh, listen, it was so crazy. If you missed it, you need to get with it because it was going down. It was definitely fantastic. So today we're gonna start off with some poems today. I'm gonna do some reading for y'all, and hopefully y'all enjoy it. Let me. I didn't send out any kites on IG, so let me do that right quick and get them out the way. Get them out the way. I hope y'all are prepared for the magic that's happening today because it's happening. It's going down. It's going down. I have so much. I was in a good friend of mine that I've known for 20 years, lives in California now, and gave me a call and asked me if I would come to a poetry club Zoom that they have with a poetry club out there. I'm gonna tell you something. Some of these young people are so talented and they have so much potential. I think a lot of times, E-Man in the building, I think a lot of times we forget how amazing these young people are. And I was surprised at some of the poems they picked. Lyric J in the building. Good morning, Todd Black. Good morning, Lauren. Listen, we as y'all know, I'm on the YouTube joint. Come on YouTube Live. Hopefully, some of my peeps going to come in. We're going to share some poems today. But I'm just talking about the experience I had yesterday. You know, sometimes you do something and you know that you're supposed to be there. You know that you're supposed to be doing that thing. And this is one of them. When I'm actually in these sessions with the youth, even with the adults, it's just with the adults. Obviously, sometimes the adult content can be a little more. But when you're in there with the youth and I'm talking to the youth and hearing their feedback, when you can bring children to the point where they can express themselves through art and really mean it, it does something different, right? It puts you in a different state. And I was very pleased with what I heard yesterday. I cannot wait to the one things they asked was when can they be a part of one of my workshops. I cannot wait to do a workshop with them out there in California. So if those young folks are on, I don't think they are, but they're on. Or the instructors who are on, if they're watching, trust me, I am bringing the noise and bringing the funk. We're gonna go. It's gonna go down. Lady V, what's good? V, you doing a poem today or what? Yeah, I just want to do poems today. I want to start to flood this with poems. I want to start flooding the idea of poetry. I know we do a lot of talking. We talk about things, interviewing folks. Lovely, you doing to do a poem? I'll send you the link to if y'all want to do a poem. I mean, you know, I don't mind the conversations, but I want some poetry. I want some flowetry happening right now. I'm just in that type of vibe, and so I'm hoping that y'all come on and that y'all want to try something new. What you gonna do? I got some other things I have to load up here, and so I'm hoping. Well, I'm naked in here. The young stars are a whole nother level now. The youth energy, yeah, Emmanuel, the youth are definitely taking it to some other places. V, what's good? What's good?
Good.
I can't
Good
call.
morning.
Morning to you. I am still vibing off of last night. It's one thing. So I do a lot that people don't see, right? And I don't always be on talking about a whole bunch of stuff, but when I do stuff with the youth and they get so excited, like that really makes me happy. Okay, V, I got you, Lady V. Yeah. How's your morning started? You doing good this morning?
I'm tired.
You tired? You was up late last night writing poems, love poems?
No.
No. She said, no, I'm just tired, bro.
Yeah.
Tired. Yeah. I'm trying to begin the process of adding more poetry to this time. I think that's something that I want to see. Y'all know I'm always up to something. So that's one of the things that I want to see. Some more poetry come through this line. And I have my reasons for that. I got some people checking in on some things too. So I definitely want to see how that looks and what that sounds like. And kind of get us to stretch our work a little bit further. I'm doing good, Lauren. How you doing? Ms. Jane, motivation. Yeah, and so then after that, I rushed over to Emmanuel Lewis's page, and he played the song that we wrote. Oh my gosh, Songbird's voice just, oh my gosh, I can't even begin to talk about it. And she was able to follow the melodies that I laid out for her beautifully. So it was really a really good vibe. And people was like, "Oh, Jah, I didn't know you do all this stuff." And I told people, "Listen, I do a lot. I just don't tell everybody all the stuff that I do." But I
You're not
love
supposed
writing.
to.
Yeah, I love writing songs. So what? You got a poem you was looking for, or not yet?
You want me to do a poem? I can do a
Mm-hmm.
poem right
I do. Be looking like she was on
now.
Proud.
Okay. I probably was. I probably didn't know though.
Didn't even know, right? They owe you some
Hey.
money.
All right. They owe me some money. This piece is called Woman.
Mm.
But I'm tired. I'm tired for real. Like, Jah, I'm tired. Like, I need a break. I need time for myself. Hello, self-love over here, please. No matter how much I scream to the heavens that my body is aching due to the pigmentation, being tired isn't a part of my nation. Black is my skin, so immediately struggle becomes my sin. My second layer of being a disgrace, because it wouldn't be no worse than being a woman.
Mm.
Since I left the womb, I've been handed the shackles and words saying this isn't how ladies sit. Females need to do that. Strong Black women can't show no signs of weakness. My backbone must stand strong due to the scars of my ancestors. I can't scream I'm tired, nor that my body is aching. I can't run out of breath. So if breath is lost, then I got to catch up to it. Playing Russian roulette with my breathing, because in my breath that thread can be cut. I must stand tall like the mothers before me, statues, wearing my burdens on my back and not by the riverside. No room for tears, no room for feelings other than hustling, struggling to put a name out for myself, screaming, I am a strong Black woman. So if I die, it's my own fault. If I cry, I cause those tears. If I struggle, it's a part of my development. If I'm weak, I need to get strong. I can't be tired. Society has labeled me straight out of the pussy, screaming out to me, strong woman is what you will embody. So I asked the universe a question. When do I get to be tired? When do I get a voice? When can I speak? When can I demand justice for myself? When can I rest? And the universe answered, 6 feet.
Mm.
Love that piece.
Wow. Yeah. Yeah. 6 feet. What up, Kendra?
Everybody, how are y'all?
We good. What you drinking?
Matcha.
Who?
Chocolate almond milk with matcha.
What's matcha?
Matcha is the purest form of like green tea.
Ah,
It's a powder.
matcha.
Hey, Lady B. Yeah, it's a powder. You should try it.
I will. I'll try it. I love, I drink teas all day long.
So it doesn't taste like tea.
What it tastes like matcha?
So it depends on what kind you get. Like they have it. Like you can go to Starbucks. Starbucks actually sells it. It's a lot of places that sell it now. I used to sell it. I'm not doing it right now. But I had like flavored. So like mine, you can't put it in regular milk. It can only go in like almond milk. Some people just drink it. It's green.
Mm-hmm.
It's green, but it is the purest. It's actually better for you. So if you like green tea,
I love green tea.
this is green tea times 10 as far as the nutrients and the and the what am I trying to say?
Okay.
Not antibiotic, but the qualities. Is that because they take it green tea when it's in its purest form, and that's what matcha is. They
Got
grind it.
got
Yeah, yeah.
Hey, Frugal, Diva on Wheels, Larry J. Thank y'all for coming in. We on Green Tea. Okay. Thank you. Y'all know we on IG and we on YouTube Live. So come on through YouTube Live. CoachJahSmalls, come on through here. We just poeming a little bit, just doing little poems. All right, Kendra and V, y'all on deck. What y'all got? What y'all got for me?
Are we poeming this morning?
Yes,
Yes,
we're
yes. I need
poeming.
poetry all day, every day now.
Give me a second. Let me see what I got. Lady V, you got something?
I need to read something.
What kind of mood are y'all in? Like, what are you? Is
I don't
anything?
care. Poems. It don't matter to me.
Poems.
That's it. Poem
Am I able to see documents and still be heard in this thing?
Yeah, you should be able to. That's what I did yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
It might
that's why you
show.
were frozen
Right,
But I
while
right.
you were
wasn't home.
talking.
I was outside.
No, so does the camera keep rolling?
Yeah,
Or
yeah.
let's
Sometimes
see.
it freezes your camera, but it's okay if you freeze.
Let's see if it works. We're about to try this thing this morning. All right, hold on a minute. I'm trying to not allow the camera to slip down too far.
Uh-uh. Okay.
I'm we trying to keep it PG-13.
Hey, listen. Oh, it's no holds barred on here. Kids should be at school.
No,
That's true.
no, 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 sir. Did you not understand what I said when I said what I said in the comment? I just found the shirt. I ain't find no bottoms.
Now I understand what you're saying.
I wasn't saying I was naked in here like as in what Wits be saying. I was literally saying that I was naked.
Got you. Got
All
you.
right. All right. Poems. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Excellent. Is my camera still like you see me making faces and stuff? Oh, that's the
You
wrong
good.
Nope.
box. Let me get out of
It's
that box.
it's dark now, so we can't see your nakedness.
Good job. Good job.
Oh wow.
Um,
Kendra, you got a request.
Oh, okay. You
all
can
right.
do that one.
So I'm going to do a poem from the book. How about that?
That'll work.
Yay.
All right.
That's fine, right?
So
I'm supposed to put it up in my office, but I haven't been going there because everything is so still kind of locked down. But I think next week I'm gonna be able to go in and try to do the open mic from there next week.
I like that one. Poet's Drive.
Oh, John, that's fly.
y'all gotta tell me when you're ready, because I
We
do
ready for
too.
you.
Are you ready? Let's go, twin.
Have I told you I love you lately? Have I told you you still mean the world to me? Have I told you I love you? I'll be your wishing well. Tell me what you want. I tried to write you a love poem. My pen could not form the correct words. Each time I put needle to paper, the ink left me dissatisfied. Oil never penetrating sheets in ways to cause heartstrings motions. Jackhammer of the ball never released orgasmic greatness on white pages. Springs lack capability to open caverns, allowing shafts ascension and descension to reach climactic heights, like starting a journey only to stop halfway. Disappointment. I tried to sing you a love song with melodies so sweet you automatically think of me. But with each rise and fall of vocal phrases, I crack like lips in winter's air with no climax. My notes always fall flat on the stage staff, causing a sharp pain in my stomach. With every crescendo and decrescendo, my allegro was never fast enough to fill my chest with the magnitude of greatness your love brings. I got tired of trying and failing to write you a love poem or sing you a love song. Waking each morning thinking, today will be the day I have the words to describe in concrete the way my heart beats for you. Or sing to you until Jericho's wall fall, allowing this love to transcend this plane, but I don't have those words. I prayed. I prayed for the answer on how to express my feelings. What must I say to translate my emotions of love and gratitude to you? How can actions be interpreted to convey you are my heart's realization for itself in another? How you illuminate my darkness, just crossing my memory. I prayed, and the answer came with the shining of heavenly light, piercing through my dark clouds, saying, God is love. So simply put, I always and forever, God, you. Have I told you I got you lately? Have I told you you still mean the world to me? Have I told you I got you? I'll be your wishing well. Tell me what you want. That's that
Wow.
piece.
I love that.
Thank you.
Hmm.
Tell me you got me, woman.
Yes. That's what, don't love me, God me. Like,
Got
I need
me.
to go beyond this love.
Right.
God me.
Summer Rose Cole says she love it.
Thank you.
All right, Kendra, you up?
There's a what was it? I think I wrote it the other day, something, but it was like when you're like, I think it's if two people are truly like together, right? Like
Mhm.
you should know each other enough to where, because you're so connected, that you can like rename that person based upon what, if that makes sense. Not rename them, because you know how they would in the Bible days. You know, you would have one name and then they would give you another name, right?
Mhm.
Some like it was like along those times. But anyway, now talking about relationships.
Relationships.
You got to get off my soapbox. Okay, so this is the one that Lyric J was asking about. So I heard that Kirk Franklin cursed his son out, like he completely let him have it. From what I understand, because I did not hear it, because I did not have a desire to listen to it, because that was a private conversation between two grown men, and ultimately, it's none of my business. And when other people think that your business is their business, then you begin to understand and see things differently. You see, I have been judged. I have been wrong, put through good old clothes wranglers like I was a blood-stained garment needing to be thrown away. I have been wrong and hung to dry with clothespins on a wire clothesline for all to see. My name has been passed around by believers like a collection plate on a Sunday morning, full of coined opinions billed to hearts with unrelenting full of coined opinions billed to heads with unrelenting hearts of pharisaical hypocrites. I have been stoned by those guilty of the same sin, rocks thrown not once, but again and again and again. You see, I know what it's like to be judged by those who only knew one word of one line in one stanza of my poem. So excuse me if I don't partake in your cannibalistic ways. I refuse to pick the choicest meat to place upon my tongue, to chew mangled flesh from hanging bones, because I know what it's like. I know what it's like to hold my head high while drowning in the blackest of seas. I know how to breathe through the pain of hurting breath, how to just get up, to just keep walking. Anyway, I'll be right back.
Okay. There's some work when poems get to you. When you write the poem where you want it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I'll do a poem while we're waiting on Kendra to come back. But it's when you write the poem to mean what it's supposed to mean, you know it from the beginning. And when it touch you, right? And when will you hear my calling? Said the young boy, staring at the old man buried inside of his mirror. The salt and pepper calling the maturity of his journey to surface. He who can't see his broken. Father Time has found the victory dance in his heartbeat. He still unwillingly bends. It seemed his fight had yet learned what defeat is. Even though misfortune tattooed appraisal signs within his smile, America had her time with him. Song and dance him until he questioned everybody he lived in. I've witnessed men like him. Saw them search for pride they've already buried inside of a gamble, a crapshoot. I've watched grown men fan themselves with pity party antics, hoping for just a piece of heaven. I've been there. Hid my pride for a moment to smell only what my fingers could touch, just a little taste. Even to wet my whistle, I've always known this dream wasn't mine. Always knew it wouldn't spell my name correctly on a deed or a checkbook. I've known even if it did. They'd made me wait at least 15 days for approval, knowing I was always 15 minutes away from losing what I have already had taken away. Ain't no safe haven for Black men here. Not when prison and bounties are best friends. Not when county jumpsuits fit Black men perfectly like they were made to. Like cold fingers and furry gloves, ain't no Black man heaven where rich folks live. Not when fear can noose its own way around the Black vote. When a rapper can take 2 minutes of himself around a Black agenda, but not spend 5 seconds on registration drives or Rights to Vote Act. Can't spell congressman without saying he didn't vote for him yet. Yeah, I've seen their kind before. Celebrity holding their masculinity, choking their testicular fortitude into quiet rooms and private meetings. I'm not asking for your opinion. I've already gotten those. Watch your stardom dictate where you live, who your friends are. I wonder how your shoes feel. Are you floating to Master's voice box? He who writes the checks and tells you what name to sign on them. I've often wondered how you eat your eggs. Sunny side up or the way grandma used to make them, back when the hood felt comfortable, back when Kool-Aid made its way to every dinner table. I've seen your kind before the money, before the cameras, before salt and pepper made your beard sing. So when you hear my calling, said the young boy, staring at the aging man, the Black face that no one asks, how did your morning feel? How does your shoes feel? The little boy can recognize the man he turned into. Doesn't know his name. Always asking when you hear his calling, or at least see his face inside of your mirror. Kendra, you good?
Yes, I'm good.
Good.
I apologize, y'all. I'm sorry.
No. It's all good. It's all good.
Don't do that.
It
I love
happened.
you, Larry J.
Good morning, everybody joining in. Y'all should come on YouTube. It's crazy over here right now. Tell me.
Okay.
Okay, it's purple.
Hey, Asia.
We poeming again.
Huh?
I was telling Lucia we poeming again.
Yes. Okay.
You want to finish or you want to do a new one? It's up to you.
I can finish that one. I don't know. Do I need to start over? You want me to start where I finished?
You gotta start over. We don't know where you ended up, woman.
Okay. All right. Okay. I heard that Kirk Franklin cursed his son out, like he completely let him have it. And that is from what I understand because I did not hear it. I did not hear it because I have no desire to listen to it, because that was a private conversation between two grown men, and ultimately it's none of my business. And when other people think that your business is their business, then you begin to see things differently. You see, I have been judged. I have been wrong, put through good old clothes ringers like I was a bloodstained garment needing to be thrown away. Like I have been wrung and hung to dry with clothespins on a wire clothesline for all to see. My name has been passed around by believers like a collection plate on a Sunday morning, full of coined opinions billed to heads with unrelenting hearts of pharisaical hypocrites. I have been stoned by those guilty of the same sins, rocks thrown not once, but again and again and again. You see, I know what it's like to be judged by those who only knew one word of one line in one stanza of my poem. So excuse me if I don't partake in your cannibalistic ways. I refuse to pick the choicest meat to place upon my tongue, to chew mangled flesh from hanging bones. I know what it's like to hold my head high while drowning in the blackest of seas. I know how to breathe through the pain of hurting breath, how to just get up, to just keep walking, to stand firmly on revolving ground, how to releve on broken feet. I dance the rhythm of forgiveness into loving arms of peace. I know how to create the swing for my smile, and I know how to smile, even through the treachery of unreleased tears. I know my worth is not found in the whip of your tongue or the lash of your thought. So to all of you who sit back and judge all of us less than perfect people, I hope that talking about me makes you feel better, because I have learned to take it. And I won't wish bad upon you, because that would make me just like you. And I know how to mind my own business.
You know what I'm waiting for? I'm waiting for Kendra to do the angry black woman poem. I think she does that. Like that's gonna be like, yeah, like it's coming though. I feel it's coming.
An angry black woman poem?
Yeah, every black woman have been angry before, so today it is what it is.
Yeah.
What up, Lucian?
What's up, y'all?
You got it. How you doing this morning?
Oh, amazing as usual. I mean,
Amazing. You poem today?
I guess so. Let's see. All right.
No, go ahead. I'm sorry.
All right. This one is called What Lies Inside. You were forbidden fruit. Pretending to be unaware, hell, I just didn't care. Caught up, entangled, a love affair. Our first rendezvous, room 112, then we would do it anywhere. Eyes of those who knew would stare as we went on without a care, because it was only about the sex. Never thinking about the next moment, next feeling, next level. So unbalanced, so off balance, too unbalanced. We managed to trip over ourselves and fall into an ocean of emotions, only to be swept up by a relationship. A vessel built on promising words, with shady actions oddly driven by real love. Floating on the sea of confusion, your heartstrings pulling and bending one way only to be tugged back to that place you tried to escape. I was all caught up in an illusion, and we made the Isle of Denial our home. Reality was our next door neighbor, constantly borrowing cups of sugar, trying to make sure nothing we had was sweet. Sour grapes filled bellies and green-eyed monsters hid in closets. Dreams and nightmares became one and the same. Unrealistic thoughts of a change in last names. Every 2 steps forward created a twisted tangle that turned tumultuous. There were never enough umbrellas to weather the storm, and still through the clouds a rainbow of love stood, as tall and as twisted as the Joker's smile. Scowls in the eyes, maniacal laughs out of mouths used to despise, and of all the lies, I love you grew roots and planted itself on my lips. Its bitter taste laced in every kiss, the touch I once could not resist, I refuse. turning away, never wanting to see that what I used to crave wasn't good for me. Hold dehydrated, sweet passion fruit. Return what we foolishly thought was forever love into a short-term memory. That's that piece.
Wow. Where was you at in your mind, woman?
I love that. You said forever love. You turned forever love into a short-term memory.
Yeah.
Wow.
I think AJ said it best. AJ said, if pictures are worth 1,000 words,
Mm-hmm.
then your words should be worth 1,000 pictures. And
Yeah.
so what I love about that is when people write poetry, it doesn't matter the picture, you get one, right? Even if it's not a poem that you like, you still see pictures. And I think that's the best part about using words that way. You know what I'm saying? To be able to paint those pictures. I think that's like the most amazing thing. I was in a poetry club with some students in LA last night. And man, like, and then the poems they picked Maya Angelou, they picked Langston Hughes, they picked Sherman Alexie, I think it was, some unknown poets. I like unknown poets too, because you don't know who wrote it. And I think that's usually somebody famous who don't want you to know that they wrote that. Because anybody else who's not famous said, no, I want you to know me, right? And so I think all anonymous poems are usually people who don't want you to know that they wrote that. And so, but the poems that they picked was just really, really dope. And that I appreciate it, man. So that's why I want to hear y'all poems today. I need vibes. So let me ask this question, right? Since I got y'all on here. Like, what are your favorite poems to write? And so I know moods change, and sometimes you want to write this, sometimes you want to write that. But what are your most favorite poems to write?
I like poems in the love area, love arena, love, forgiveness, like those kind of things. And it's funny because I'm not an angry person. So to hear me write an angry Black woman poem would be funny. The closest one I think I have is that one that we did in that class, though.
Is that my phone or y'all phone?
That ain't me.
It ain't here. Okay, it's off now. Okay. I don't know who it was, but it wasn't me.
It's going off like it was an alarm or something.
Yeah.
What
about V? Same question.
I don't know, because I like to dip and dab in all types of topics.
Mm-hmm.
But my comfort zone is to write love poems.
Yeah.
Like I could write y'all a love poem. I can make y'all fall in love. I can make y'all hate that person that probably don't even exist. I just made it up in my head. But I like writing love poems.
Yeah. What about you, Lucia?
Yeah, we'd see. I don't think I have a favorite. I just write whatever's in there at the time. That's what I write. So I don't think that I necessarily have, a favorite. Why are you looking like that, V?
Because you a whole lie. You specifically, you get on live, you'll do one of your powerful pieces to punch people in their chest, and then you're like, all right, I'm about to act up. Like,
get nasty.
But because he said favorite. Now, do I like to write erotic? Yeah, but I'm like, I don't think I have a favorite. I'm just nasty.
I'm about to get crazy. I hope y'all ready.
I'm just saying. I'm just nasty. I just like the nasty, but I think that's my favorite. I don't know. I don't even think I have a favorite piece yet of mine.
For me, I don't know that I have a favorite, but my poems, when they're telling a story, mean more to me. Like when I'm writing poems about telling a story, and it doesn't matter what story it is, right? It's just the story in itself. It just moves me writing someone else's story. So like I like actually having conversation with people and then actually writing a story based on that. Or like when I'm in some of the Zooms that I'm in, especially when I'm in with the conversation about racism and stuff like that. A lot of the guests that come and do some amazing work in their communities, and so I end up writing poems, which is another book I'm working on now, but that's another story. So in the moment, I'm writing poems for those particular people while they're giving their testimony, while they're talking about what they're doing and what they've done. And I think those poems resonate more for me because Now I'm actually living in their life. And every time I deliver one of those poems, right after the Zoom is over at the ending, the person that I write the poem for is always crying. And I think that's why it means so much more, because I'm actually touching some things that they probably really didn't put that much attention to. You know what I'm saying? So it's like the first responders, right? They don't really understand how promising and rewarding this to the world for them to be first responders, until somebody brings to their attention and say, you know what, I might not have made it had you not done this at this time. And then they're like, oh wow, I'm actually saving people's lives. Like, not like they don't know it, but when they get, when it's put in their face, like, hey, listen, you actually saved my life. It means something different. So I think those are my favorite poems to write. Good morning, everybody joining in. Yeah. So, which is another reason why I teach my workshops the way I do, because I want you to dig into those stories, and I like you to find the stories within yourself before you even start to look at other people's stories. Because if you can tell your story, then anybody else's story should be easy for you to tell.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I think, like, for me, and I'm not a what's the word I would use? Even the way that, like, watching movies and stuff like that, I like stuff that's real. So it's hard for me to, like, connect with something. Like, I can't just sit down and write something if I'm not connected to it. Or it takes me more time if I'm not connected to it, because I'm just like, where am I supposed to pull this from? Like, where is it coming from? Same thing with movies. I have the hardest time, like, watching movies, because I'm like, it's not real. Or, like, reading books that's not real. I need something that's going to be real. Like, yeah.
No, I feel you.
Yeah, you're right.
I'm an empath, so what really comes to my writing, I could think of something and I could feel that energy.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I have a piece called, I think it's called her song, and it's about domestic violence.
Mm-hmm.
And I had to sit and, like, feel what that would feel for me. Like, I've been verbally abused, but I never been abused where somebody hit me. But I had to sit there and I had to channel it. And it was hard writing that piece, because I like to challenge myself. I like to write pieces that make you feel uncomfortable, but you're still vulnerable in writing them too.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm an empath, so I feel everything. So when AJ, when he read any of his pieces, I really be like, oh my goodness, this is so amazing. Like, because it just hits you from all different angles. And then his voice he has a teacher voice that everybody in the class is like, all right, let me write that down, because he talking like.
So it's funny you mentioned AJ. Me and AJ talk every day. Every day, if we're not on the phone, we're texting. There's always a conversation going on. But AJ has this gift that when even in his conversation, when he delivers a message, oh, you get it.
Mm-hmm.
You get it. I've learned some things about myself that I didn't know because of AJ. And he'd be like, Ja, you don't understand. Like, you inspire me. And I'd be like, man, nah, bro, you don't get it. You don't get it. Like, I know people who, like and have a love for the work my brother and I do, but AJ is a whole nother thing.
That's a whole different ball game.
Yeah.
That's like levels that
you
we haven't
though.
seen.
Say again, Illusion?
No, I said that's levels that we haven't seen. Like that's it's like looking beyond the clouds.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. But I think with that though, you still have to, and John, this was for you, because what you just said, you still have to recognize your gift and how, because all of our gifts are going to touch different people.
Absolutely.
Like AJ, like all of us love AJ stuff, but your work touches a different person who's had different experiences, which I know you know that already. I'm just kind of reminding you of that because of what you just said.
And I thank you for my flowers. I'm receiving them willingly.
Well, like you said, your pieces are like, they're stories. So it's like, I know I'm gonna get a great story out of this, and I know I'm gonna feel a different way from when you first began to when you ended. So, like, you're like a story, like, it's story time, guys. Like, the coach is reading his book. Let's go.
And you know
Guess
you know what's funny? because I remember before I really started paying attention and writing poetry enough, right? I didn't write all the time, but when I really started to look at my own work, what I realized is metaphors was all I wanted. I wanted metaphors all the time. That was it. And I realized metaphors mean different things to everybody, right? But I had to get back to what I love doing. Like I had short stories. I got a bunch of short stories in my old computers, right? I love writing stories. And then when I realized, when I got into slam poetry, that I can make my stories poems, when I can write them in a way that is so poetic that people are like, wow, I never knew that about the man who lived around the corner from me.
Mhm.
When I found that magic, I wanted everybody to find it. And that's actually why I started the master class, because I want everybody else to understand that everybody tells a story, man. There's not one person even people who don't speak, who use sign language, they still tell stories because they're pictures that happen. And I was watching Dr. Smalls on an IG Live, and he said our ancestors used to weigh the hearts of dead people. And he said he understood that later because every experience that you go through, your heart remembers it. Your heart takes a note of it.
Mm-hmm.
And he said the more stress you have in your heart, that's why people have these heart attacks and things like that, because they're allowing so many things to take control over what they're going through. And he said, if you don't take care of your heart, and that's what I wanted to do. I wanted people to start to look at their hearts. And I realized that's the bloodline in the work that I do.
If you have ever watched, if you haven't, like, watch American Gods, it's like in the first season of American Gods where, and it's, from what you're saying about the heart, where one of the gods came to the lady and she didn't realize she had died. So so when he took her like into the desert or whatever, and he reached in her chest and he took her heart out and he put it on the scale and he weighed her heart against the feather. And it was like it either had to balance, because it was like, what did you have in your heart?
Wow.
And if your heart balanced against the feather, then you were allowed to go, like to the next realm or the next, whatever. And then she was allowed to choose which door that she wanted to go into. So it's just kind of, dope that you said that. If y'all haven't watched American Gods, y'all watch that, because
that's the one.
that is some dope ass shit. It's on Showtime, I think. It's on
Stars.
Star, yeah. And it is so damn dope.
I like how she just came out the woodwork. It's like, you talk about this?
Like, yeah. I love that shit.
I ain't got stars. I needed to come on something free.
Stars is free when you got a password.
Like, that's why I said I'll send you my login. You'll be all right.
Okay, because I'm like, I ain't gonna pay for it.
Yeah, y'all don't know Kendra got all the guap. Got all the bread, yo. Got all the money.
But the reason why she got
money or nothing
is because you don't spend it.
Right.
She buys like, I think we were making the joke last night, and I said, Kendra's that person. If we all say, we're gonna put in $1 to buy this lottery ticket that's gonna give us like 25 million, she's like, I give you 25 cents. And she said, no, I'll be the person like, who gonna give me my $1 back if we don't win?
My $1 back if we don't win. I'm like, you took my $1.
I said, Kendra gonna be the only person that demands that the Brinks truck follow her.
I'll give it away. Like, I don't mind. I just don't like spending it on stuff that's frivolous. Not frivolous. I do. I spend money. I just don't want to pay regular price for it.
Listen, I ain't gonna hold you. I don't play the lottery because I'm like, you want me to spend $20 to possibly get 100,000.
Right.
But
no return.
I'm out my $20. But I have $20 in my pocket.
Right.
And it's like one in a 50 million chance that I'm gonna get my $20 back plus.
I don't do when I got hired at the casino, I was like, okay, because like when you work there, you can't play there. And I wasn't, I'm not a casino person, so I didn't play. So I was like, well, let me just go ahead on and get it out of my system. Let me throw $5 in there. I won $90. So I was like, okay, I guess that was the reason why I was like, fuck not playing. I don't care. I was like, just give me these $90 and I'm out. Because I'm like, I don't gamble. It's not a thing. I don't see the tunnel.
Kendra, look who's agreeing with you.
Of course. Right.
Where's the surprise?
I have no idea. Like I used to, which I don't now, but I used to be like the coupon queen. Like I had classes on couponing.
But because like there's groups for that. Like
yes, you can go to the store and you don't spend none of your money. I just be like,
right. Somebody need to teach me how to do it because I can't go into Walmart and buy groceries out spending almost $200.
Like they have done it so much that they break down on how you can use the coupons and stuff. But it's like they got family, I think like Dollar General groups where they tell you when to go in the stores and when to buy the penny stuff. Because I done got buku shit on pennies. I'm like, what?
They do all that. It's just you just have to know when. They have sites that tell you when, like Southern Savers, like that's one. It tells you this is when you go to the store. This is what you buy this week. This is where the coupons are. You even have people who will clip coupons and mail them to you. Like you have to pay for the coupon, but you may be paying like 5 cents for a $1 coupon. So yeah. I'm telling you, I eat CVS bucks. If y'all don't know, y'all need to get you some CVS bucks because you continually spend those and you never spend your own money. Like I go to CVS and I'm like, okay, I'm gonna get all this stuff and I get it for free because I'm using my CVS bucks and my coupons and your CVS coupons. I get it for free and I walk out and I'm like, hey, and I got money. I done made money in CVS. Then I'm happy.
I've seen people get paid cash from the register, like going couponing with my people. Yeah, like because I don't know how to do this shit, so I'm sitting up there with my girl trying to figure it out, and she's like giving so many coupons that they actually giving her like I think she got maybe like $5-7 back. Like they gave her money back because of the coupons that she used, and I was like, shit, this how we can do this?
That's how you do it.
Wow.
I don't know how we're gonna keep on. Sorry.
I don't know if I have the patience to sit and figure that out.
Well, so that became my issue. That it takes time to cut. But if I just get back into the habit of just paying somebody to cut my coupons, I'll be all right. But going to the store, I don't go to the store. So going to the store to buy the newspaper, to clip the coupons, do all that. But you can get
people
easier to do it. Oh, you have like a buy one get one.
No, if you get those,
there you go, email. Yes, buy one get one. Give me the receipt.
If you get in some of those groups, like they have groups where they will ask you how many bundles of coupons you want. Like you could get a 10, like a book of 10, 10 little leaflets, and it's like however many coupons in there for like $10. And you clip in and you saving over $50-something, whatever. So
and see in there, on Southern Savers, you can do a lot digitally. On Southern Savers, they tell you which one to go in. Like it'll be like, this one is in the red plum because we have red plum and then Smart Source, so the major coupon books. So it'd be like, go to Smart Source, like SS, and this is the date. This is in Smart Source on January 9th. And so you go there and you clip it.
Look, Jah, you already noticed the nature of this whole thing. Like, but also, y'all. So another one, if y'all download Ibotta to your phone, digital. If you download Ibotta automatically goes in, and when you spend stuff, like it automatically price checks everything, and it'll send you back the money. It'll give you your rebate back automatically, so you don't even have to worry about doing it.
And that's any store.
Yeah, like whatever stores are connected with them, when you go shopping at those stores, I think like you scan your receipt or whatever, and then it'll automatically price check it and it'll give you your money back.
What spell Ibotta?
IBOTTA.
I'm just checking. I mean,
Y'all like, shoot, I don't even gotta do it over there. I could just take a picture.
Yeah, they will. There's ones that you can do that too. You just go and you take a picture of your coupon. It's a few of them like that because they want the information of how you're spending.
Right. I mean, and they also look. See, I don't know if y'all have Winn-Dixie's. I think I told y'all before. Like Winn-Dixie, when you go to the Winn-Dixie, you'll buy stuff like they have. Sometimes they'll have you get 17 time points. Like everything that you buy in the store has.
I thought Winn-Dixie went out of business.
Well, not here.
Sure they
I don't
did.
know.
I think South
Yeah,
Carolina.
that's why I said I don't know where y'all, because we still have them in Louisiana, but it's like
Oh, they
so
closed
some of
all the
them.
ones here.
Well,
Mhm.
some
Here
I think
too.
like Kroger does it too. I'm not sure, but I know when Dixie does, and you get points for every single thing. And then sometimes you have the like you have the extra bonus points, and you can use it for gas. Like I've gotten gas for 60 cents a gallon, so that's another one. Like to try to get your gas cheaper because
That's a
I've got
money.
60 cents a gallon.
Ingalls does that here.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Ingalls. Barlow used to do it, but all the Barlow went out of sale.
Who's playing that music?
No, first of all, that's somebody's phone ringtone, and I hate that thing. Right, because it sounds like when you on the Grammys or the Oscars and you talking too long and they trying to cut your shit up.
I thought somebody was watching a movie.
I know that's right, Frugal Mom. I'm like, yes, I am saving because I want my coins.
Look, Frugal, I need to bring you on here one day just to talk about that. You and Kendra, and well, Illusion too, because she know it. Look, I'm gonna pull y'all
But how you think
my camera off.
when they say a black woman can turn? You give me $5, I can buy you. Give me $5, I got you. I can get you a whole meal.
So, see, my things are buy one get one free. Like that is the only. I will go in Winn Dixie and buy so much shit off of buy one get one free plus some coupons. I'm like,
buy one get one free, and I only need one because I don't need the other one right now. Or buy one get one free, and I'm gonna get both of them, but you can still use your coupon.
My problem is I would buy one get one free, a whole lot of them, and then sell the rest. That's just my mentality. I'll be selling.
That's what a lot of
because you're a hustler.
But that's a lot of people. They have their stockpiles, and they go couponing, and they get the big stockpiles, and then they go on like Facebook Marketplace, Etsy, all these different places, and they sell all that shit. Like they sell their stockpiles.
That's why when Rona hit,
people donate a lot because I ended up donating stuff one time because I had like so many toothbrushes and toothpaste from CVS. I was like, I just need to give this stuff away because it's like it's free. Why not get it?
What you're saying, V?
That's why when Rona hit, a lot of people who already were couponing, they already had their stuff stocked. Like they didn't have to go to no store.
Yeah.
They started selling their detergent, selling their toilet paper. I'm just like,
and it's the name brand stuff.
Yes.
Like I'm telling you, when I go Tide, it's the Scott, it's the it's the stuff that it's not like it's the expensive stuff.
I'm just saying I have no idea how all of that stuff works, but I do understand that y'all jokers be getting it in. Now I've seen people coming out of there.
Use a coupon?
Why are they buying all of that stuff? Like, God dang. And then I pull out coupons. Now I understand why, but I didn't.
That's the worst though.
Would you use a coupon, John? If you had a coupon for a restaurant,
I want some food stamps. I want somebody who got some food stamps. Give me that food stamp card. I am not ashamed.
Some men like my ex, like he just did not want to deal with coupons. He said,
I'm
like, you go to this place, here is the coupon. Like, you use this coupon for this rate. He's like, I'm not using that.
I don't listen. If the coupon is I'm not gonna go looking for the coupon. That I'm not gonna do that. But if it's on deck, I don't mind. Yeah, I can hand that. I don't care.
Right. Try being a cashier and then I remember those days and you see like, God damn, you got mad coupons holding in your hand. Why you gotta come to my line? I want to go home.
You're like, wait a minute, I'm missing 150% off double, 50% off double coupon. Wow. That one right there did not go through. You need to fix it.
I can't.
Like certain brands you can't use. So I worked at Bed Bath. So certain brands like the Dyson brand, like the higher you can't use coupons on that, and they will really argue you to the death. Mind you, they've been coming to the store for years, so they know they can't use the coupon. But when they see a new face, I'm like, you can't use that. You can't use that. I want to speak to your manager. Okay, Karen. Come get it because I can't.
Yeah.
I already know. I'm gonna ask before I go up to the register because I ain't even gonna look at it if I can't use my coupon on it. It's like just forget it.
Yeah, I'm just not looking for no coupon. I don't mind using it if it's on deck, but I'm not gonna be searching no book, skimming back and forth. That's gonna piss me off.
I just don't like that. They be giving it to them anyway.
Even at the mall, I don't care where I'm at. I am gonna look before I go in that store and decide, I'm looking. If it's not on sale, I'm like, okay, let me see if I can find a coupon for it. And if I can't, then I'm just like, I'll wait.
That's my
Because
mom.
it's gonna be on sale eventually. I'm not paying regular price.
I ain't mad.
This is cheap. This is something that's just not.
That's one of the reasons why I did not like working in retail, because you tell them they can't use it, they want to speak to the manager either going to do their job and say, nah, you can't use it, or say they could use it. And I'm just like, so what is the purpose of giving us rules and regulations if you still going to give it to them?
Yeah.
I'm not about to be fighting with Karen every week. Like, I'm not about to do that.
All right, listen, I got to shut it down, man. We went from poetry to coupon. I mean, that's just how it works. You never know what you're going to get here. We might be talking about ice cream and then end up with lingerie. Who knows? Anyway, today is the best day to be the best you. Thank you.
I like both of those. Those are.
Thank y'all for tuning in.
Opposite conversations.
Thank y'all for tuning in. Appreciate y'all every day, man. We're going to start bringing more poetry back here, so y'all come back and get some poems. We're going to be poeming in your mouths and all of that good stuff. So we love y'all. Thank y'all for being amazing and great. And we will see y'all tomorrow, same time, same channel, same place. Peace, love, and hair grease, I guess. And